I'm holding up my Apple phone. And if you notice on the back, because I'm so clumsy, I have to put it in a case. And you'll see this on tablets. People want to protect it, and they just kill your thermal solution. So I have two questions. Do you account for the protection they put on to degrade the performance? And have you ever thought about the protection they put on could actually enhance the thermal performance by extracting more heat? And that's open to anyone who wants to answer it.
Anyone? Andrew,
Okay.
just adjust your
Go ahead,
glasses.
Andy.
You're up.
A couple of things to note. If the device is very large and you've spread the heat evenly across the device, you can put a case on it and it doesn't change the resistance too much. And the internal temperatures may go up a little, but there's kind of a knee in that curve, so you can calculate that. And if you can't increase the overall surface area, then it may be difficult unless there's, so a product that's not already spread the heat well, then you could have a heat spreader in the case. But the device you held up is, that they do a pretty nice job of spreading the heat. You could adjust the software to know that there was a case, and then you could make sure that you weren't unnecessarily throttling. And we don't do that yet. But yeah, that's
Okay.
for me. Yeah.
I was
Guy,
gonna
please.
add, if you take a look at the way a case is built, you've got a fairly large surface area, but they're usually fairly thin across the back. And in doing that, they really don't add that much thermal resistance because of the large surface area, the ratio of the large surface area to the actual thickness of the case. So it doesn't hurt you that much.
Emil, do you assume that people are going to put a case on their Pixels?
Yes, and from, again, strictly ergonomic point of view, what I've noticed is, you gain a little bit on the back surface because the back of the cover is not as hot as the phone case, but you end up increasing the display temperature. So the display ends up getting hotter than, because the whole phone basically goes up. The biggest problem I've seen in looking at different cases are the solid cases that don't necessarily conform too well to the back surface and creating any kind of air gap. These are the worst. And maybe mechanically they're okay, but that's a problem. There are some cases in the market right now with NFC tag or NFC sensor, and we can definitely, I think that's a great idea that you can adjust your thermal management in a way that the phone would recognize, or the software would sense that there is a back cover, and then you won't have to throttle at certain temperatures. So you kind of change the calibration between your PCB sensor and what you predict the skin temperature to be.